Hey guys, so today I'd like to do a video on boiling and peeling quail eggs. I know a lot of us, I myself had struggled in the beginning with peeling quail eggs, and so I have finally found the secret ingredient for peeling the easiest quail eggs. So, I've got my water on. It's not quite to a boil. So what we're going to do, this is the ingredients. We're going to sprinkle, and I just kind of coat the bottom. There we go. Sometimes I feel if I don't think it's enough, more is better, right? Now, no matter how little or how much you add, this will foam, and I'll show you what I normally do to kind of keep the foam down a little bit once it starts boiling. So, what I do, I get the water almost to a boiling. I add the baking soda. My eggs are already pre-washed. So while this is going, I'm going to take and I'm just going to pop the top. And this is not the pointed end. This is the large end of the quail egg. Just until it gives a little rivet in there. And then I'm going to put it in. And I'm going to do this for every single one. And I kind of try to do it fast because, as you know, with quail eggs, you have to constantly stir. Whoops. You can tell I can't do two things at one time sometimes. But you definitely want to constantly stir. The reason for that is you're going to want to keep the egg yolk centered. Because if you don't, then when you go to peel, the yolk is going to be on one side of the egg, and you're going to ruin the egg by not stirring. So we're just going to pop all these, and then once I get this done, then we will go into the next step. Okay, so now that I have all of my quail eggs in the water, I'm continuously going to keep them stirring. Just until, I personally do it until the water really starts boiling. Once the water starts boiling, then I won't stir them anymore, because by that time they're pretty much, the yolk is pretty much set in place. So as you're stirring, you'll see a little bit of the foam kind of starting to come to the top here, and it's starting to get just a slight rolling boil in the center. So we're just going to keep stirring, and you'll notice the foam is going to get a little more intense as it starts to come to more of a rolling boil. So at that time, what I normally do, because the foam that's in here, it's almost like when you cook pasta, rice, anything like that, it can and will get out of hand, and then you'll have a mess on your stove. So I normally just set a pan kind of off to the side, and I just dip out the foam that's coming to the top. You just want to kind of keep working the foam so that it doesn't, and you can turn your burner down. So now that I know that it's coming to a boil, I'm actually on high now. I'm going to put it down to about a 6, and I will let these boil, and I will also put the allotted time that I allowed mine to boil. And then we will go to the next step. Okay, so this has actually been boiling for about 4 minutes, and that's how long I personally boil mine. So now that they have boiled for 4, I'm turning the fire off. I'm going to keep it on the eye, and then I'm going to cover it. And then I'm going to completely let this pot cool down to where you can almost just touch the sides of the pot. So just completely let them cool down like this. That also allows them to boil a little more as well as the pot's cooling down. So we're going to let this cool, and then we will start peeling. Okay, so now that they've kind of semi-cooled on the stove, I will drain the water. And then before I put them in the ice bath, I sit here and just kind of bust the shells up, just kind of soften them up. Then once I do that, a lot of people do everything different. This is my personal preference, and this is what works for me. I'm actually just doing a small batch tonight, just so that I can show you guys. So we're going to fill this. Now I'm going to set these. I keep these in the freezer strictly for my eggs. It just kind of helps them cool down quicker for me without wasting ice cubes. So we'll kind of agitate the water here a little bit and get all this mixed in. And we will let these sit, let them get chilled, and then we will start our peeling process. Okay, so now that they have cooled, set these on to the side. I'll wash them later. I'm going to show you guys how easy. I may not need that. Sometimes I like to add running water just to kind of help rinse off the eggs. Just that quick. So I pinch where I popped the top, and I have to wear gloves. These are for my pickled quail eggs for my wholesale customers, and so I want to make sure that I'm using good sanitation techniques. But just this easy. It would probably be easier without the gloves on, because it is kind of hard to feel the egg and the shell and the membrane. So the baking soda, basically when you pop the little top on the egg, it allows that baking soda to seep in, and it gets between the actual egg white and the membrane, and it basically lifts it. It just lifts it from the egg. So this is easy, guys. I know I struggled in the beginning. Quail eggs are probably the worst This also works for chicken eggs. I do my chicken eggs this way. I've heard a lot of people, they actually, will store their eggs for a week or so in the refrigerator so that they're not technically fresh. I can actually go out to the chicken coops, pick my eggs up, come straight in here and actually get them boiled, peeled, and everything in the same day. So, if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, please feel free to leave them for me. Also, I do have a Facebook page. It's Rustic Roots. So I look forward to seeing how this helps you guys in the near future peel quail and chicken eggs. Thank you guys for watching.